Staffing up to cover demand surge is expensive, and staff illnesses, injuries can leave restaurants scrambling to find qualified help at the last minute. So DoublePay provides a platform for restaurants to request qualified employees on demand. Yesterday, I walked into a PokeWorks on 3rd Avenue, and I asked the employee what they do when somebody calls into work. And he responded, "I'm the regional manager, and that's why I'm here today. When one of my staff can't show up, I have to fill in." We interviewed individual restaurants and a food truck, as well as larger franchises such as Starbucks and Thai Ginger. When we started on this journey, we had a few assumptions. One of them was that small businesses, food trucks, mom and pop shops, they would be the most interested in our product. But what we learned is that they prefer to have family fill in or staff who've worked there for a very long time. Another assumption that we had was that the skills between restaurants were transferable. But a concern I heard from many restaurants was that it can take 40 to 80 hours of training for somebody to be able to work there. So we chose to narrow our scope to franchise markets. And we did this for multiple reasons. One of them is that they experience this often. The companies that we talked to, this would happen 4 to 6 times per week per restaurant. Another reason we chose franchises was that from a practical standpoint, if you're a sandwich artist in one restaurant, you can be a sandwich artist in another restaurant with no training. Additionally, potential employees loved the idea of being able to pick up extra hours whenever they wanted. To solve this problem, we will launch an app that will find qualified employee match within 60 minutes or less. The app will be monetized through a tiered subscription model where franchises will pay for each fulfilled request. We plan to acquire customers through outbound sales, beginning with Seattle and Washington State, and expanding nationwide shortly. Competitors like CrewUp and Shift were reviewed, but none of them addressed this specific problem. As of spring of 2018, there were over 220,000 franchise restaurants in the United States, and that's how we calculated a TAM. We would also like to sell this API to other retailers. We decided to start with regional franchises as they are smaller, more flexible, and we see them adopt local solutions all the time. We then hope to move into larger franchises nationwide, including other services like retail, hair salons, and things like that. And I feel super proud of my team. We were able to pull together and provide a working demo for you guys. So let's go ahead and pull it up. This is DoublePay. So in our demo, we already have some available positions that were easily posted by the employers that found themselves needing help as soon as possible. After an employee has signed in, they will see the list of posted jobs with the details and can select one by clicking Accept. Or they can use Map View, which shows locations of the opportunity on the map. DoublePay automatically filters out candidates based on proximity and listed skills. An employee can then accept the job. Once they accept the job, from the employer's point of view, they can actually track the progress of that employee clear up to the moment that they enter their establishment. And that's DoublePay.
All right, interesting problem space again. I mean, Shift has raised $8 million for a reason, and there's some
Solutions is just to beg and ask the current employees to stay longer. But oftentimes, what we heard from 3 separate retailers that they do call other establishments in their franchise ecosystem and say, hey, do you have any spare employees today that I can take from you?
Okay. On the, I think Rebecca talked to it. Oh, this is working.
green light on.
There you go.
There you go.
Rebecca kind of touched on is what if you send someone who's drunk or a mean-spirited person and that shows up to the restaurant, and then what happens? Do you guarantee that you can bring someone at a certain time?
Well, that's a great question. They could send the request back out or reopen it.
Mm-hmm.
We do operate under the premise that these are already Subway employees. So these are, I shouldn't bring up a specific establishment, but these are already employees in a specific franchise. So they have been vetted and are in that ecosystem
Got it.
successfully.
There's also, just a comment, there's some private equity firms that own a bunch of franchises, and private,
Yeah.
that you may wanna talk to them, because their money is at stake.
Mhm.
Yeah, if increased profits, then you can sell them. It's a great idea, really well done.